West Brom v Leeds, 1982. 3,000 Leeds Service Crew descend on West Brom for a decisive relegation match that would almost guarantee their relegation to Division 2, now the Championship, if they lost. Here's the stories. West Brom fan Ian told us, "I remember it well. I was in the Bromwich Road and it was easily my scariest night, even worse than the Millwall riot. Anyway, it was versus Leeds when they were relegated. They hadn't forgiven us for costing them the title years earlier, and the hatred toward us was obvious to all who were there that evening. The violence I witnessed during, and especially after the game, was frightening, the only time I've ever feared for my life at a game. They spent the whole match trying to break down the metal railings fencing them in. Then at one point the fence gave way and the police tried to stop them, but they were throwing rails at them like spears, and they had to retreat. That left the Leeds fans to invade the pitch, and they came right up to the Bromwich Road. This tough-looking bloke said to me, 'Don't worry, son, they'll never take the Bromwich Road.' But when I looked round, the Bromwich Road had emptied. I don't know why they didn't try to take it, because they could have easily. I think they just wanted the match abandoned, so stayed pitchside. Players had already been taken off. I decided to leave while they were still on the pitch, but got delayed getting out. When I finally exited the Bromwich Road, I was in the middle of a full-scale riot. Leeds had obviously got out themselves and were now attacking anyone. And I mean anyone. The police had completely lost control, and the West Brom firm was still trying to get at the Leeds crew. Running battles ensued and complete mayhem. I walked amongst the madness until I reached my car with sirens and mayhem all around. Drove away from the ground vowing to never return. Of course I did, but it still left a mark. Leeds fan Ross told us, "What a day of total mayhem that was. Never really rated West Brom as a firm, and that day they proved my point. Word on the street was that if we lost we would invade the pitch and try and get the match abandoned. But some Leeds wanted the match abandoned anyway, so were throwing missiles at the police all game. Then we tried pushing and pulling at weaker sections of the perimeter fence. Eventually it gave way and some Leeds used the railings and concrete rubble to pelt the police and home fans with. The police had no choice but to retreat, and that's when we invaded the pitch. We expected the Albion home end to also invade the pitch and take us on, but as we approached their end, it had emptied pretty damn quick and there was no one to fight. We exited the ground and tried to find their firm, but there was only scarfers and the police, so we turned on the police instead. A hail of missiles pushed back the police lines and we marched up and down the Birmingham Road shouting, 'Albion, where are you?' They never did show, and at some point thousands of riot police arrived and herded us back to the trains and coaches. Crazy night. Leeds were among the worst hooligans back then, that's for sure. We thank Ian and Ross for their recollections. It's clear that the Bromwich Road wasn't taken, more by luck than anything else. It's also clear that the Leeds Service Crew enhanced their worst hooligans' reputation quite a bit at this match. We thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for future video notification. It really helps our channel grow.